Hello, good afternoon. Well, it might be evening, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. I hope you're well. It's Woody. I'm here for another video. I'm sitting in my car this time. I've just driven back from work. And in an hour's time, I go to hospital. And it's that time again where I go through the monthly checkups and I get my results from my blood tests early in the week. This week is that every month, us people with prostate cancer, we have this 1 week of the month where we have all our checks and we basically, whatever kind of, I'm taking hormone injections. I'm guessing most people are. But I'm guessing the same thing with any other cancer, that you have that every month, some kind of round of medical checkups and let you know how you're getting on. And this is a really quite difficult time for us. I've had 14 months of it now, and I thought, well, I'll do a video and see if I can help anyone out about how I cope with it, and yeah, try and sort of spread something that might help. So when I was driving home, I was thinking, what should I talk about without talking about the same thing every time? This week I have the hormone injection on Tuesday, blood tests on Tuesday. It takes about 48 hours for the hormone injection to calm down. It's really quite painful, and working in the ambulance, it really is really sore, and then I start imagining, and I start getting other pains in my body, and I think it was Tuesday night, Wednesday night, I was in a pretty bad state because I was in quite a lot of pain. And then I think I'm imagining pains that are happening everywhere, other places in my body. So then I'm thinking, right, okay, just had a blood test. It's going to be bad because obviously I'm getting more pains. I think your cancer is returning. So this blood test is, for those who don't know, it's a PSA, prostate-specific antigen test. So it tests the level of prostate antigens that are in your blood. And when it's on a low level, things are good. So at the moment, mine's on 0.01. When it starts rising, that's a bad sign. In most cases, it means that the drugs that we're on have become, or the cancer's become resistant and can fight back. So this is really hard, you know. If you're in that scenario, that situation, I'm imagining it's the same with all different types of cancers. At a certain point where things go south and go worse. And at the moment, you're kind of living life with this, the executioner's sword, you know, kind of poised above you. It's like the Grim Reaper waiting in the shadows, that kind of thing. And so we have to change that. You have to change that way of feeling or thinking. So I started thinking, well, what can I do about this? Well, there's nothing I can do for a start. I can't actually change anything by worrying about it. Okay, I've got 4 days to wait until the results. In this case now, less than an hour. So what have I done every month? I've gone through the same stress. It affects your mental health. It's anxiety. So what have I done differently each month that's made me feel better? So I'm looking at what I've noticed, that every time I've got that way, it's been fruitless, because there's no reason to be, because the blood tests have been fine and everything's been okay. It doesn't stop the worry. So what I understand is, it's a bit like the chicken and egg scenario, okay? You've got a chicken or egg. Which one of them came first? So I'm thinking, which comes first? Thoughts or feelings? Okay, and it's quite relevant here, because once you start thinking about stuff, okay, generally negatively, I'm starting thinking in the negative, I start feeling that way. And my feelings come in two ways. They come in physical. I'm actually starting to physically feel my thinking. And mental, emotional thoughts. Those thoughts become emotional feelings. You start feeling emotional. And they form a cycle. What I understand is the thought becomes a feeling. The more feelings you generate, the more thoughts then come from that. So you've got this ongoing cycle. And if you don't stop it, it can cycle out of control and you can get yourself into a really depressed state. I remember 14 months ago being in this situation right now, shaking, terrified. What is my result going to be? I had no need to be that way. It started to go down, and it went down in consecutive months. But it didn't stop that feeling. And that feeling is awful because it's so real. It really is. It is so real that you experience that feeling. And all you're doing is experience your thinking, actually. So my advice is that you need to break that cycle. Okay? And it's not easy, but you need to recognise that you're leading yourself down that pathway where you're getting more and more negative. So you've got to break that cycle, and the way you do that is you have to learn to change your thoughts. So once you change your thoughts, you change the feeling that follows, and the feeling is better. Okay, which is why I'm sitting here feeling absolutely fantastic. I don't absolutely worried about it at all today. So what can you do to change your thoughts? Once you recognise those thoughts, you just got to try and turn them around. You can use the I can't to I can and those sort of things, or you can just change a few words around in a sentence and change the whole outcome. I'm scared, I'm not scared. You start changing that and start telling yourself. I use a mantra. I know I spoke about it in my last video, but I might as well mention it again. I say this a lot, an awful lot, every day in every way. I feel better and better. Every day in every way. I'm growing stronger and stronger. And every day in every way, my cancer is becoming weaker and weaker. I say that over and over again, and there's some kind of effect that happens. There's this mind-body connection that is very, very real, and I think this is the way forward. Perhaps in the future, this is how we're going to tackle these illnesses. I don't know. I think consciousness is going to be the path that we're going to take. If we're consciously telling ourselves everything's okay, we start feeling okay. There's no doubt in my mind. I know. I've seen this over the months, that the more I tell myself it's going to be okay, the better I feel and the less worried I am. Because I know that I can't control what's uncontrollable. I know that whatever's happening inside my body, okay, I can't control it if it's going wrong. But I can have some kind of effect on my feelings and my experience that I'm having. So my experience is better if I feel better, if I feel positive. And you can do a number of things. The powerful thing you've got, okay, is you can choose. You can choose to be positive, and you can choose to change your thinking. Not many species of animals on this planet can do this. What we've got the choice that we can choose to be hopeful. We can give up, or we can choose to believe in ourselves. We can give up, or we can fight. We can give up, or we can believe. It's so easy to go the other way. Okay, every single one that wants to live has to believe. You just have to believe. You can't let your thoughts turn you inside out and make you feel bad. And I'm pretty sure that there's a connection between your cancer and your thinking at this stage. I'm pretty sure that if you keep thinking negatively about it, it wakes up. Okay? I think that's the power we have. We have that power to say, I've had enough. I'm not going to, this is, I'm in control of myself. I've got the choice. And somehow something's happened this week. I don't know how to explain it. It's almost a bit enlightening, I suppose, in a way. But something's happened this week where I've got this 100% belief that I'm going to be okay. 100%. I really do feel there's something inside my soul that's telling me I'm going to be okay. It might take a while, but I'm going to do it. And perhaps that'll help someone. I don't know. Perhaps if someone out there's watching this that can start feeling that way by changing their thinking process. You change everything. You really do. You change the whole lot. Think negatively, you get negative results. Think positive, you start changing everything about your situation, no matter how dire it is. Mine's not pretty. Mine's stage 4, incurable cancer. I do not believe for 1 second it's incurable. I refuse to believe that. I really do. And that's what I'm going to carry on believing. I don't care what happens, I'm going to keep doing that. And we'll see. The only way we'll know is if we'll just by how long I'm doing these videos for. I'm trying to spread hope when you might not feel there is hope. You might feel that you've been diagnosed with cancer and that's the end of your world. I don't think it needs to be that way. If you just tell yourself, try and cultivate a feeling of belief that you can beat it, your body can beat it, your mind can beat it. Okay, and I think it starts in the mind. I really do. Okay, there's thousands of people that have beaten stage 4 cancer. Very rarely are they followed up. They just kind of disappear into life because they're living. They don't go back to the doctor. The doctor, okay, they're gone. All over the world. And I've always said that if one person can beat what I've got, then why can't I? And I mean, why can't you? It just stands that there's got to be something's happened within them that's allowed them to beat it. Okay? And I think it's the mind. I really do. So keep believing. That's my message. Keep believing in yourself, no matter how bad it's getting. Do your best. Do your best. Keep believing. Tell me how I've been started this channel a while ago. It seems to be growing. People are talking to me, sharing experiences. Please share your experiences on it. Perhaps we can support each other. The worst thing is, I feel that when I first got diagnosed, I felt really alone. I really did. I felt alone. And even though you've got friends and family around you, they can't actually be inside your circle in that way. They don't understand what you're going through. No one can understand it unless they're going through it. So we're kind of like brothers and sisters here. We're in this together. Perhaps we can share our feelings and thoughts and ideas maybe on this channel. That's my hope. I hope it helps somebody anyway. So until the next time, whatever you're doing, keep believing. Have a great weekend. Okay. Hopefully you have the sun is shining on you wherever you are, and I'll talk to you again soon. So until then, bye.